So about a week ago, I had the realization that life can sometimes just be shit. You wake up, do the same stuff every single day, and it just feels like a pyramid scheme. School assignments are due and they just make you want to yourself. And not to forget, you take on the challenge of a YouTube channel thinking this could be fun, and release bangers that nobody saw. Today, all that changes because I've designed challenges over the next 7 days to push me out my comfort zone and to make life slightly more interesting. Will I survive? I'd like to think so, or else this video will never be released. No more waffle, let's jump straight into day one.
I'm over here stroking my dick, I got lotion.
Fucking hurry up, man.
I personally think she enjoyed that a bit too much, but regardless, we'll forge straight ahead. Day 2 includes a 5 AM run, which is a bit devastating, I'm gonna be honest. Doesn't really help that my sleep was shit last night. That's pretty much the point in this entire challenge, just one thing that's quite miserable in the day. Running at 5 AM, the streets were completely dead. I didn't even see any pedestrians. Well, actually, that's a lie. I think I seen a few dog walkers, but that was about it. Here, we'll have the classic case of the lights are on, but no one's home. And the reason I'm not home is because I'm on a 5 AM run like a psychopath.
I mean, it comes as no surprise that I'm doing this fucking challenge by myself. You know, it's even more crazy. The fact that there's no cars on the road.
If I wanted to beat the running world record for 5k, I would need to run 12 minutes and 59 seconds for 5k, which is like 2 minutes and 34 seconds per kilometre, so I'm not really sure if we're going to do that. We might just need to settle for this challenge for now. There's something really therapeutic about doing something hard while everyone else is asleep. I don't really know if anyone else feels that, but in this run in particular, I felt that very strong.
Now I've got that stupid fucking hill from the last video that no one saw. It's fine, I'll crush it this time. I'm gonna stop talking now because if I keep talking to all three of you, I'll probably get a shit time, so I'm gonna run a bit fast.
So I ran all the way back home without stopping, and I didn't beat the world record today. I almost did though. I got 4.77 kilometers in 23 minutes. To be fair, considering my sleep score was 74, I think that's actually quite good. Jumping straight into day 3 now, we'll have 100 push-ups on my knuckles. To be honest, I did this challenge after my gym workout, which was probably not the smartest idea. When I started this day, I had some camera technical issues. My first 15 push-ups didn't even record, so I was a bit annoyed about that. I thought, fuck that, if this camera isn't going to record me, I'll do 115 just to prove it wrong. Honestly, the muscle fatigue wasn't too big of a factor into the difficulty of this. It was mainly just the pain factor of my wrists and my knuckles just killing. See, this version of Cameron engaged his brain and realised that if I did every single set till failure, that would make this so much harder. So I kept doing sets of 10, 15, I actually started with 20. I didn't go all the way to failure, so that made it slightly less taxing on my body. I think the right word is, it made this challenge manageable rather than impossible. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. The background is my sister's room. My floor space is non-existent, so the change in scenery was necessary for me to even get a slight chance of recording a decent video.
These are absolutely killing. Oh.
Despite my efforts to make this challenge less hard, it definitely didn't work because my muscles were starting to really hurt now, and it was just progressively building up into something that I couldn't really manage anymore. So I kept looking at the wall, staring, trying to find some motivation, partially trying to get a feel for day 7, staring at the wall for an hour. I guess I didn't realise how boring as fuck day 3 would end up being. Don't you worry though, because the challenge is getting miles more entertaining from here. Holy f***. I'll quickly translate that from Animal Crossing to English.
We're halfway there. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not saying timeout because there ain't no timeout in this video.
I think it's fairly safe to say that my brain was malfunctioning here. I guess in the moment my brain sort of thought I was at 50. I'm not going to spoil it, so don't you worry now, but I do get to the 100 push-up mark.
Oh, this is hard now, man. My knuckles are killing. Oh, sweating like a bear.
If any of you are wondering where I got this idea from to do 100 push-ups on my knuckles, I actually took inspiration from the Karate Kid clip where John Kreese like screams at the kid and says 60 push-ups on your knuckles now. And here's my ass over here thinking that I'm gonna do 100 push-ups, but I ended up doing 120, so there's that. To this day, I still don't really understand how I got the maths so wrong. Honestly, I'm fucking sick of editing this clip. I've been editing it for so damn long, man. I've got school and all this taking my priorities up, and it's just so hard to find time to edit. So I hope you're enjoying. I'm still active in my self-improvement, it's just not really too active on YouTube right now.
That's day 3 done. And I think I've got arthritis or something. You think you're a man? Why don't you try and do 100 knuckle push-ups?
This was the aftermath, just in case anyone was curious. Come on, let's get a bit more snappy with it. We're gonna go straight into day 4, which is a 10-minute plank. This one isn't gonna drag as much as the 100 push-ups did because I had to show you so much content. It was crazy. But here I'm showing you 10 minutes sped up, so it's not gonna take that long. Now, unlike day 3 here, I actually went for as long as I could in the plank. So this time muscle fatigue will end up being quite an issue. I didn't really have the free time on this particular day, so we'll have quite the short challenge at hand. My dad came in and photobombed the camera, so I just had to sort of stop a bit earlier than I wanted to. Remember when I said I had no free time today? Well, this is exactly what I meant. I'm not even going to show you this clip because it's just me making some pathetic excuses as to why I couldn't go longer in the plank, so we're just going to skip that shit.
I'm gonna keep going though, because if I just stop at 3 minutes and 40 odd seconds, that will be very underwhelming, especially if you stayed just for this challenge, which I doubt you did, and I'm probably talking to myself right now.
I asked ChatGPT, is clearing a 10-minute plank in 3 sets good? And it said, absolutely, clearing a 10-minute plank across 3 sets is really impressive, along with a whole other bunch of shit that I can't really be bothered to read, so I think I've done pretty well. Sometimes I lie in bed wondering how the world record for a plank is like 9 hours. I think that's absolutely crazy.
And I'm the first person to stand up and say, this is fucked, this is not right, this is not cool.
God, I was in so much pain I forgot to pause the timer. It's fine, I'll go for like 5 seconds extra or something. I'll correct the error. I did like an extra 6 seconds or whatever. Honestly, I reckon we'll do this all in one, to be honest. I think 3:29. I think I'm feeling quite positive I can get that. Like 10 years down the line when I'm still making these videos, I'll post a video, I beat the world record longest plank. Maybe it's down the line though. Maybe it's down the line. You know what? I'm gonna make a vow right now. I will make this happen. I'm gonna do this non-stop. My abs are burning, my quads are killing. But I'm gonna push through for you guys, right? So you better make sure to like and subscribe. Honestly, I'm not one of them guys to beg for that sort of stuff, so I'm just gonna shut up and get on with it.
Well, there's only one thing left to do now. Play the motivational music in the background.
Yes!
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on!
Yes, now I'm pretty excited about this day because today we've got the adventure outside for 3 hours. For real though, this is like peak YouTube. Mr. Beast is the next me, it's not the other way around. If this video comes out and this is the last day, that's me crying for help. Man, I've got a cold, my voice sounds so fucking weird. I'm gonna head out now. So this is the route that I had planned for today. My shitty little X, that's where I'm coming from. And the little circle is where I'm going. Well, somewhere around there anyways. I really feel like this is what humans are built for, like rather than sitting at a desk all day and sending each other some bullshit on Instagram. I think this is literally what we should really all be doing. I felt like I was playing Breath of the Wild in real life, even though I've never played Breath of the Wild once, ever.
Honestly, this day is just peaceful. It's do something that I wouldn't usually do. I wouldn't usually come and spend like 3 hours in nature, but kind of forced to now with this challenge. We're making progress. I'd say I've been walking for about, well, I can tell you the exact amount of time. I've been walking about 15 minutes now, so I've actually made not that much progress, but every step counts, right? I've walked down here so many times I could probably do it with my eyes closed and still get to the same destination.
This walk didn't go as smoothly as you would expect because I did face some obstacles, like for example this big pile of shit that I had to get over on the way there. Back in the day I did my fair share of parkour, so this was pretty easy for me.
I knew it. Yeah, it's the sign. Pointing us in the right direction. I knew there was a sign there that told us where I needed to go. You know, the amount of times I've like doxed my location on YouTube isn't even funny, but I feel like if one of you were hated us so much that you wanted to like come to my house and do something to us, you would have already done it by now, and
you would have failed miserably, because little do you guys know, I'm actually Tom Cameron's top student and I've mastered the power of sound to KO my opponents. Yeah, don't take any of that personally, I just had to show you that clip because I seen it the other day and thought it was absolutely hilarious. Anyways, let's get back on track with the challenge at hand.
I am making progress. There's people playing golf over there and then there's horses over there somewhere. Honestly, if it's like this, all the way there, this might be one of the best walks I've ever been on. I don't know which way is better for you viewing, but I'm assuming this way is, so I'm just going to try and record in this way for now. But I've got two problems. One, I'm following this road around that's currently going the wrong way, but it looks like it's going to be bending around to go the right way. And two, I kind of need the toilet.
Editing me is now realising that I actually had three problems. Third problem is the wind, because Jesus Christ, in half these clips you can't even make out word what I'm saying, so I really do apologise about that. I guess the best way to conquer the wind is with voiceovers and the power of editing.
I'm actually using basic human things, like using science to navigate. I'm so proud of myself. Oh yes, I'm so glad. I'm gonna be honest, I think Google Maps made life a lot easier than what maybe sometimes it should be. Pretty much made, I've just got to get up this small hill, if you can even call it that.
What the fuck? This piece of shit.
I decided not to show you the walk home unless anything eventful happened, which didn't. That takes us smoothly into day 6, which is a 4-minute ice bath.
Get in, man.
Me mum only recorded 30 seconds of this 4-minute ice bath. Sorry, but this is gonna have to do for day 6. I definitely did do the 4 minutes because I've done them plenty of times before and I take cold showers every single day. I just had to say, just so you know, that I didn't like record the 30 seconds and then just hop straight out and said, yep, that'll do, and then I'm gonna come on the camera and say that I did 4 minutes. And now, the grand finale, staring at the wall for an hour. So that's the wall I'm gonna be staring at for the next hour. Probably the plainest wall in my house. I hope you can hear the enthusiasm through the camera because I can definitely feel it. I'm very excited for the next hour. Easily one of the most fucking boring hours of my life. Gotta be up there with funerals and waiting to see the doctor so he can put his fingers down your throat and give you some random diagnosis. It might seem a bit harsh, but that's why this challenge is called 7 days of hell, not 7 days of fun. Here I got a drink, but I maintained eye contact with the wall the entire time, so we're still going strong, pushing through this. I don't know why it didn't occur to us to get a drink before this even started, but oh well. Time to lock in and 1v1 this fucking wall. This video may be called 7 Days of Hell, but the real challenge here is to try and make this entertaining, so I'm going to try my best. Maybe I'll need to add one of them GTA car videos that TikTokers put in the bottom corner of their videos to keep their viewers stimulated. Nah, just kidding. To be honest, I think if you've made it this far through the video, you've got a good enough attention span, so we can all just do this together. Just realised while staring at the wall, you get 16 hours in one day, and I've decided to spend one of them 16 hours staring at this fucking wall. I don't know if it's the best use of my time or the worst use of my time, because I've had a long ass break from screens through this. Oh my god. You can't see but the timer's going off. Yes! My god. Yes! I never thought I'd be able to even move ever again. That brings this 7-day challenge to the end. I'm starting to realise that was probably quite an underwhelming finale for you watching, but I'll try during the editing to make it as entertaining as possible. It'll be quite hard, like, so if it's boring in real life, it's probably going to come across as boring on camera, but... Oh, yes!
the older generation will be so proud of me right now, thinking maybe Gen Z isn't that bad.
So, closing thoughts for this week. I think there's a massive value in involuntarily forcing yourself to do something difficult, especially when you'd rather do literally anything else. Whether it's something quick like an ice bucket challenge or something long like staring at the wall for an hour, each one of these challenges pulled me out my comfort zone and helped me evolve as a human being. Going to church doesn't make you a Christian any more than going to a garage makes you a car. This was a pretty good week. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.